3 days. 3 days is all it took for the tide to turn. Day 1 was full of agony, mourning, and tears. Dozens of questions moving through their minds like a riptide coming to shore. What happens next? What do we do now? How can we do this without him? Day 2 was full of confusion, doubt, and resentment. Hope for his promises fading into the deep like an anchor in the sand. Belief in his power drowning in their sorrow. It seemed that darkness was winning. Day 3 is the day the tide changed. The day that darkness fled. The day that made everything whole. Questions began to have answers. Hope began to reappear. And belief in the Savior was restored. He was back. That third day was evidence enough for James to take stones to his chest while preaching till his final breath. Evidence enough for Peter to walk in obedience until his legs were nailed above his head. Evidence enough for Thomas to throw swords of truth until being speared to death. You see, that third day was all the evidence ever needed to solidify obedience. Each disciple's life redirected like sheep following the voice of their shepherd. Each empowered to exist outside the fences in which they had been placed in. Each given the authority to live a different life than they could have ever imagined. The evidence for the resurrection started in the empty tomb, but it continues in a fulfilled version of me and you. It continues in our attitudes, temperaments, and tolerance. It continues in our relationships, our friendships, and our marriages. It continues when we decide enough is enough, and we start living the compelling, loving, and sold-out life that Jesus has asked us to live. With the stone rolled away, the garments on the floor, and the eyewitnesses shouting from the rooftops, there is plenty of evidence around you that points to the resurrection. But the real question is the evidence inside of you?